Alrighty then, I just ate. So let's continue the stream to actually implement the whole entire shtick that we're trying to do. Bloop. And then we do bloop. And the same thing everywhere. Because apparently now, if you don't have a stream going on, YouTube is like, nah. Which is new to me, gonna be honest. I think it didn't used to happen before. Didn't used to? Yeah, I think you can talk like that. Right, so first things first, second things second. Let's go to Git and implement the function that will get the Git repo. First of all, what do we have here? Git ref parse blah blah blah. So let's take it and take it again. Go to a terminal and go somewhere. I'm actually like super fucking with the new tabs, how they look. I think they're so clean. I like them a lot. Right, so let's go to prog first and then gzah. And what did I actually want to have? Right, actually doesn't particularly matter. Let's go to source and then bloom, and we get the whole path to the like parent directory. Yeah, cool. So it's exactly what we want. Public function get, actually it may not even need to be public, get root directory, no need to provide anything, and result is a string and so far a static str. So the idea is let output is match command and so on and so forth, and then we get arg rev parse, and then I kind of forget, rev parse show top level, and something I can do is just q boom 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 arg bloop and bloop. Sometimes it just waits twice for me to be able to paste something in, and I don't quite understand why that happens. First of all, what? Oh, because match. We're gonna get to that later. So we do command ref parse. Let's actually, will you fucking use tabs already? Okay. So we need to run this command. Right, and after that, if there is an error, like trying to call it at all, then we do this. So we bloom, bloom, bloom. Let's go to command and match here. Boom. But before we arg, we also output. Boom. I think it's a good idea to just print the std error of shell commands that you're running. So if in your Rust program you need to call some other program and it can potentially fail because of many different reasons, you should probably just give the std error of that command if it fails, rather than try to come up with your own errors, which are going to be like, they're not going to account for everything, and they may give false positives. Like you say, oh, it's this error, when in fact it's something else that you didn't consider to even be possible, for example. And then if not success, then we do this entire thing. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly it. So we take status and cgn get rev parse. I don't like the ass stuff. Get ref parse std should convert to a string, and this is expected because by all accounts it should. I use the argument of by all accounts very often working with Rust, but I mean, some errors are just so like not supposed to happen that you don't handle them, because if they happen, nothing else works. So like whatever. It's a very lazy approach, I know. So we just now figured out that if the command that we ran wasn't success, then okay, we just give the std error to the user. And after that, we'll have like a happy path, pretty much. Right, what do we have here? We don't actually... No, we do need the output. And we will trim it from both sides just because we can. Since we don't explicitly need the white space at the start, if it somehow exists, we might as well trim fully rather than trim end, how we do here. But for now, Y3 up, because we need it. And we go end, dgn. We might as well remove it here and here. There's no reason to have white space at the start. With get status though, we actually need to trim specifically at the end, but otherwise no. I am also, yeah, also, because we are std or blah blah blah. Same thing here. Hi, I ate. Also, what is jerp? What is jerp? Okay, so now we take the std out. We think that, okay, by all accounts, so we by all account it. Can I do this? I can. Great. Get status rev parse failed to convert to a string. We trim it and we once again owned it. Instead of calling it output, because we can make it more specific, let's name it root directory. And this is just a string, which is the root directory. Now, to be fair, we can like change it to a path struct, but there is like -1 reason to do that. It's super unnecessary. Yeah, and then okay, root directory. Yes. Okay, let's look at the variable namings and so on. So output is fine, and then root directory is the only variable that we make here. What about the function name? Get root directory, I think. Okay, so get status. What is heard? There's another one there. Boom boom porcelain. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Why do you have a gimmick again? Great. So for status, I think we're super fine, except back to porcelain rather than get status S. Huh. Fuck that gimmick. Fuck that. Fucking transpiling codes on stream? Fuck no. What are you doing, man? So we don't actually need to run git status in the root directory. No need. Also, instead of providing like arguments to these functions, the argument being the root directory, I'll just fucking call the function from inside, because they are only called once throughout like the course of the program, so no need to be difficult. It's worse he shifted by one. God damn. Yeah, still, fuck that. Also, by one, I imagine to the right, but no, I'm not even going to. Fuck that. Okay, so git root directory. I don't think we need to run status from that root directory, because it will display, supposedly, the same thing. So let's actually test this. Porcela... Oh, I didn't know that. Since when? I knew that fish has this feature, that it can autocomplete thingies and even stuffs. Let's make it more pretty. But I didn't know that it worked, because for the longest time it just didn't for me. Maybe it only works for some things. Who knows? So git status porcelain. Yeah, because it didn't work for the most part. And let's actually do this. Right, but it's your favorite feature? Yeah, I can see how it's like amazing, but it just never really worked for me. For most programs where I would need it, basically. I should remember it. Let me write it down in my notebook so that I could use to using it. Tab 2 auto complete flags. Boom, boom, boom. So from this small testing, I can infer that probably it marks changes like everywhere throughout the root directory. But just to make sure, do we have... No, we do not have other folders. God damn, why do I not have something like convenient for testing? Dot files is brilliant, actually. What do we have here? In Kitty. Okay, let's change something in remaps. I'll add a comment, a blank one. Now let's go to Kitty and get status is this, yes. Yeah, so it works even if you're in some folder. It still sees the changes in the other folder, which is huge and humongous. Great, great. So it works how I think it does. That is brilliant and amazing. Okay, so we do not have to run Gita's porcelain from the... Yes, it's Mongoose. Fuck, I wish I had like the sound effect on a hotkey. I should. Back on Windows, I used to have a single hotkey that was a chord hotkey. So I press a single key and then another key and it would play a sound effect. I need to have something like that again. But chord hotkeys, I'm unsure how to do well. Because my current solution is just to open a terminal window temporarily where I type in a letter and then it runs the command depending on that letter. But like creating a whole ass window, it's kind of slow, and for the comedic effect, it's not fast enough. So I wonder, how could I make a chord hotkey on Linux, like fast, I guess, and reasonably. Because of course you can like set hotkeys to anything, but it's like one-to-one hotkey rather than one hotkey that multiplies into many other hotkeys that does different things and so on. Because in some places chord hotkeys work, in others they don't. So yeah, if you have some like solution to that, it would be amazing. Right, so git status is fine. We might as well name this output. Right, this is just a string here. So status string. No. I can't think of a different word aside from status. Well, I guess get status. I think that's more readable. Okay, so yeah, status is fine. This, what we're currently looking at, isn't though. So let's fix it. That whole thing is super fine. I feel like I'll even leave this on with the release because like it gets removed anyway. And especially with this line that assigns a thing to itself. That's way too long. State of being. Oh wow. Right, so after we arg, we also current directory and get root directory. And I think that's kind of literally it. Blah 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 blah. Because it's a result, of course. Boom. Get condensation of essence. Bro is using uklaner. Bro is literally using fucking uklaner. By the way, fun fact, I use an older binary of uklaner because I merged a pull request from a person that made reasonable changes that I personally don't like. So in his version, you can't just do title case, you have to do case title, and then all the other stuff are the same, which is more reasonable, to be fair, and it's better in code, but I should just kind of dislike it. It's just way too much. It's like, ugh, I would much rather just TJ and then do my thing. You feel me? Boom. So I just use an older binary for myself. Mm-hmm. Right, so works, I think. We set the current directory by getting the root directory, and we return the error if there is an error. So that all is good. Yeah, you did. I think you fixed README, if I remember correctly. And then we also, like, were on a call and worked on it. Wait, no, oh yeah, that's on Ukulana, which is why you're in the authors list. I mean, I have one planned. Oh, for what? I don't like output. I don't know, it sounds kinda... Actually, no, here that makes sense. In status, renaming it was a good move, but here is just output, pretty much. Packaging uCloner for Nix. Ooh. If you could do some like cool packaging stuff, I super welcome it. I have no clue how that shit works. So yeah, that would be amazing. Hey guys, it's Nix Tricks and blah 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 blah. That dude, if you haven't seen him, let me actually shout him out. He probably has more like people who watch him than me though. Regardless, really cool dude. This dude, he's fucking so hot. He's so incredibly hot. His voice is like, I don't know, in the trenches. It's so deep, and he like talks about, at least right now, about the default commands in the Linux terminal, but explains them in depth and gives like real examples of how to use them more effectively or in a more cool way and so on and so forth. Actually, like, super good. Subscribe to him. I'm even going to can I copy page address? What do we have here? Still videos. Home. Can you just fucking give me like the normal link? No weird bullshit. Fucking browsers and all their weird bullshit. Boom, boom. Sub to him. Okay, so stage now uses a different current directory, which is the root directory, meaning that we can use Porcelain calmly and let the user change that setting that you mentioned without anything breaking. And everything else I'm super fine with. Let's do... Oh, on stage I haven't even changed, lol. Let's save that. Okay, so command new sh, then command dot arg dash c let me cook, and then ca quote, we format the command. So git restore dash dash staged, right? Is that how I do it? Git restore staged, yes. And then just the files, so what join with a space. And God, I love that join doesn't put your separator at the end. So if you joined a vec with new lines, for example, there won't be a final new line. And I love that so much. It's like, yes, that's how it should work. And I guess I'm surprised that it works how it's supposed to. But it's like, finally, you know? I think that's how it's supposed to be. And then error string, get restore, std_error should convert to a string, blah, blah, blah. I think, yeah. Why do I not just put all of this on a single line? True, why do I not? Let output is this. Boom. Boom. Right? Yeah. To DAW, actually DA key. Boom. And then boom. Alrighty then, so we launch lol. And I think I separate the let mute command because it's like temporary variable, blah, blah, blah. And that's the reason why I do it this way. Pretty sure. But just in case I'm wrong, let's try this out. I was wrong, okay. Huh. Why did I do it that way? And Goff isn't even that... I guess it kind of is. Like a project that was done quite a while ago. Boom. Okay, so we get a new command, which is shell-c, and then we git add everything. And we run this command in the root directory by getting that root directory. If we cannot get it, we report the error, then we output it. If we can't run... not... Well, I was hoping... Here. How is how could possibly be not installed? I'm fucking unwrapping it. I'm fucking unwrapping it. If you don't have installed, it's your problem. By all accounts, it should be installed. So, yeah, just unwrap. And then we have output and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and same thing here. Unwrap. And that is because output gives us a result of whether we could specifically run this command. Could we run it? If the error appears from the things that are like sub-arguments, then that is like std_error, std_out, so on and so forth. So here we can just unwrap. And in theory, that kinda should be it. Right, so use get ref parse show top level to get the repo root to use porcelain from. Done, supposedly. Call stage and unstage, yes. Report std_error, yes, I did those. Okay, let's try it out. Let's do this and go to testicles. let's go to ASDF. What do we have here? Let's actually take no, copy this, boom, and unstage added, and it worked. Woohoo! I guess I'm so surprised it worked that I'm cautious of it, which always happens. Okay, let's move ASDF to instead be ASDF space ASDF to make sure it's as fucked as possible. Like, this is pretty much as fucked as it goes. Everything else it should probably support. Okay, if I'm being real, no, probably not. Probably there's some special Unicode character that it cannot fucking handle, or just some shell related thing. Like if you put $sign inside of a name, there's a chance it doesn't support that. And so far, I cannot be bothered to make sure that it works, and like, super So let's fucking try it. Let's take this, boom, and stage new. And it just works. Gonna be honest, what the fuck? Why does it work? That's weird. Okay. Let's update my binary so I can use it normally. First of all, let's commit, because yeah, apparently it works. Cool, so brain is super blanking. What do we do here? So porcelain fixed with repo root. It's not a great commit message, but good enough, I think. Okay, now the next thing that I want to do should be test, but I'm actually thinking of a different thing. Is to make aliases for thingies. So let's go to args. And why do I continuously have all of these open? There's like zero reason. So we have actions. You are, why? Stageable, but instead of value enum, it's going to be sub command Really? Fuck. I might fucking switch to Twitch at this point, or better yet, Kick. No, I doubt it. I've never even visited the website, Lamau. You may have it set to top messages. Yeah, I do, and I removed the thingy, so so I can't change it. Because even if you change it here and then pop out, it comes back to top messages. Yeah. So nothing seems to have broken, which surprises me. Yeah. So you can just that easily change up what you do. Now we command visible alias is my ASP cut off connection. Fuck your ASP. Also, I've been having Wi-Fi problems recently for no reason. Just like sitting around, just waiting for internet to work again. I know, right? It's like, what the fuck? It's so annoying. Boom. Boom. What? Well, I should get used to using the black void register a bit more often, because it's actually like useful, very much so. I'm surprised that value enum and subcommand are so easily interchangeable. I thought it was going to be more annoying. That ad is so ridiculous. You wouldn't download a car, wouldn't you? Of course I fucking would download a car. What are you talking about? Of course. I get to have a car and fuck up a big company? Of course I'm gonna do that. Naturally. It's the point that they try to make there is so ridiculous. Who wouldn't download a car? Some saint? A saint, not for good reason either, in my opinion. Right, because it thinks it's a value enum. But you're actually a subcommand. The Pope would download it too. I know, right? Everyone would. Let's actually do it this way. Boom. You know how I program? I do theory programming, because I constantly say, okay, in theory this works. It's never like, yes, this definitely works. But honestly, I think that it's a good thing to be unsure. You always expect the worst, therefore you're more cautious of things that you would otherwise miss if you're like, oh, this works definitely for sure, and it barely ever does. Okay, so let's actually cast it. Seems to have built correctly, so it probably does here as well. Let's gaff and then stage deleted. Oh, why do releases not delete debug? Oh, huh. Maybe I should tackle my bar problem right now. You've been having it for like over a month. But I guess sometimes it's just difficult to come to a problem. Oh, wrong thingy. So in get and parser, let's go to parser, debug DSF, and get. Boom. And this is unneeded. I just don't know. What do you not know? And in main we... How specific? Interesting. Cool, let's cast again. Oh, by the way, it worked, which is great. Let's gaff unstage added. Brilliant, now I don't even need to use my abbreviations for it. Should I place all my wallpaper / theme scripts into a single directory? Yeah, ideally, or maybe at the very least, use symlinks. Depends on what organization makes sense for you. Personally, really, Zoxide, you're fucking useless. Fucking tree themes. Like, I refuse to believe that I've never gone to themes with Zoxide, but I guess I haven't. I was planning on moving my wallpapers too. That was like 18 terminal commands. God damn. Right, so all of my potential wallpapers are here. Let's do dolphin. We have this here. Cool. Oh, it's still loading. Holy shit. Display is pretty slow, huh? Oh, wow. It still goes on. Whatever. Close, you absolute bitch. You can tap twice after Zoxide to change the directory. Change the auto directory. Really? Huh. Fuck! Oh, I didn't close it. I just... And now I did? Well, fuck. Let me reopen. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. What do you mean by auto directory? So, Zoxide. I do not get what you mean. What? To change the directory. I'm so dumb, I don't get it. Right. Basically, Gaff is now amazing and incredible. I should probably test it, but I honestly cannot be bothered. Z ambiguous directory. Ah, so for example, Ali. Ah, cool. Double tap should work, but it may depend on the terminal. Let's try double tap. No, double tap doesn't work for me. Yeah, that's cool. But what I usually do is just be more specific. But being able to know beforehand is convenient. Let me fucking throw out my cats. Why are they meowing? It's time. Alright, I'm back. Z-school functions advanced. Yeah, specific is indeed good, but sometimes annoying. But that's fine. Right, so basically, I commit. What did I even do? Add change type aliases, remove debugs. Boom. Right, and I should release it. And I have a function to do exactly that. I think it would be funny if you roasted .file. Actually, yeah, that would be a really great idea for a stream specifically. You could send me some .files that I could review. I just fed my cats and noticed that they don't have more food. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. So hold up. So, in release, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I am now realizing should be an abbreviation. I know that's crazy, but honestly, I think it makes more sense because as it is now, the Rust release thing is just a magic function that does things and things happen. While if I used an abbreviation instead, it would be way more obvious what's happening. So I want to get it to be that way for that idea. So let's go to abbreviations. These we no longer need. Let's put it here. Rust Carry. Care is already a thing, probably. No. It isn't. Cool. Cargo release. Pretty much. And we basically start this. Boom. That's the idea. And this entire thing will appear in my command line. Fish makes it actually viable to have multiple lines, just like multiple commands on multiple lines. And then I can review them, see like, okay, what's up with this? Basically confirming that yes, indeed, that's what it should do. And here we go. Dying again? Maybe it's on my part, actually. Seemingly no. Streaming is a very, like, internet ridiculous, I would say, action. So, yeah. Let's GF and care. Isn't this kind of cool? And now we immediately see all the commands that are actually being run, so we can confirm that everything is how I want it to be. So we get the tagged version. Oh, and argv should actually be Yeah, let's dap this and go to relative. Put it here. Set cursor. And if you didn't know about this, well, I guess you'll see exactly right now. Let's kill it. GF care. Boom. Now my cursor is there. Isn't that amazing? First of all, did I commit everything? I did. Let's go to cargo.toml and bump the version up to 3. Not exactly release yet because no tests and I'm not sure that everything else works, but for the most part, super usable program at this point. Just maybe not perfect yet, where I would be confident in releasing it like version 1. So tagged version is this, cargo toml, commit tagged version. And I actually want to add more stuff here, but I'm not sure how descriptions work in -m, which is why I'm just going to do this. See, so now I can change up my release process for this specific thing, and I can put more mind into it rather than just trusting that my function does it all, even if it doesn't actually. So git commit, git push. I don't think we need this. And I think we can do it like this. We will see if that is the case in a literal second. A second has passed and it has not yet happened, but it's okay. So we git commit this time, because I want to do manual, to also put a note on the version. False, I actually don't want to. I lied. I was kind of wishing that it would understand, but okay. I lied because instead what I'm going to do is DAW and DAW again, so that I can create the like note on the release. And we can commit and tag and then push both of those at the same time. Then we cargo build release. Binary name. Yeah, pretty much. Now that I have reviewed everything, I'm confident. Let's start. Okay. I see. So first of all, let's just fucking add everything so it doesn't like, oh, actually cargo lock gets forgotten again. Like it matters that much. Secondly, what else did I miss? We do, right, we have to push this to origin. So I think we need to push separately after all. We push the commit and we push the tag. Right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's kill it, GF, and try again. Let's care. 030. change, hold up, to change a word. Actually, just delete a word. Yes. Boom. Optional, it will take from the thing. Release notes. Boom. Relative paths. Work now. Paths with spaces in them. DOM path. Work now. Add aliases to commands and subcommands. Boom. No. Yes. I have a feeling that you're not supposed to just put these notes on the release, but you can put them on the tag, which I would prefer to do. Right? Yeah. I wish there was a way to like open new of them and basically print what I typed in new of them to std out. Surely that's a thing, right? But first of all, get tag, and let's look at the help page for it. Okay, I see. So we basically make a file called release notes, and then -f file, we just say release notes. Okay, yeah. We touch release notes.txt. Been banging my head on the wall on why your program wouldn't book D. What next? No clue either why that's the case. So if this is the first, it's because your tag is V instead of the standard. Oh. Is that the standard? Pretty sure tags use like V and then the number. Is just the number the standard? Really? That sounds so inane. Okay, so we add release notes in case this is the first release and I have nothing to say, pretty much. The changes in releases is what I will probably explain to some extent. So get tag -F release notes.txt. So now when we make the tag, like here we go. And then in gh release create, gh release create, okay, whatever, gh release create help title and notes for the release. Tag to use as the starting point for generating. How do I use the tag? Notes as the release notes. Tag to use as the starting point. Well, it should infer it. In that case, it's easier to just specify the file again. It surely hasn't changed throughout the running of these thingies, so release notes.txt. And also touch readme in case I didn't for some reason. Which is possible. I may not always like grab the name from crates.io before I make the project. V is alright too, just slightly less common. Really? I always like thought that V is the common practice, which is why I do it. Cool. So this function no longer needed. C# release is kind of similar in that sense. So since you say V is less common, let me remove the fucking V bullshit. I never liked it. I'm serious, like, I don't even like it. I just thought that it was the general practice. Meow and even lol. Let's do a similar thing. For C#. And that will just be upper set cursor. Keep it? Why? dnre. It's too late? Why? Next project. Oh, okay, I see. I guess to keep it consistent, that makes sense. Well, okay, I guess I'll just have to remember. But good to know. So we get tag. We also touch readme and touch release notes. Then we get add everything, make a commit with that version, make a tag with that version. Push them. Publish, which just like makes a release binary. Self-contained, by the way. My connection is more dead than Napoleon. What the fuck? Is he that dead? There are deader people in existence, or rather not in existence, which is why they're dead. We make a binary gh release create instead of n. We do f caf release notes.txt. Yep. And here, release, yes, those. Big letter. Cool. Just fucking delete this file. 2 minutes behind? Bro, press the end key. Yeah. Try like doing this. In 2 minutes, you'll get there. Okay, yeah, so for dot files, release functions to abbreviations, because I would rather see what they're actually doing. And let's do this whole operation. Fuck, I love the color of the tabs so much. GPP is just a nice function that pushes everything. For the most part. I want to make... I can't really do an abbreviation. I have to do an alias. So alias save toko that touches argv and codes argv as well. And let's not forget the dev null. It's live again? Fuck yeah, you pressed end. Let's do aliases, and let's do toko test. Cool. Hopefully it remains that way, for real, yeah. Stream go crazy. Okay. It's for when, say I'm like in dot neovim, and then I'm like, So for neovim, I need to create like ass.lua and cheeks.lua, and then I need to open them in VS Code immediately so I can do stuff with them. Very useful in theory at the very least. Let's delete ass and cheeks. Cool, so I'm so scared. I'm so immensely scared. Holy shit, it works. What the fuck? What the fuck? I used to have to like, oh, okay, let's go up and then use gaff, but now I can use gaff from anywhere. Holy fuck. That's so good. That's literally so big. Massive, even. The reason why I talk like this is because I love Slimesicle. He's another streamer, and he talks so weirdly. I love him. Right, so Toko, yes, which we added. Yeah, I think that's it for all the ideas that I wanted to make. I probably... Yeah, for gaff and my small things, that's it. And git stash and checkout I will eventually breed the docs on. Eventually, surely. Because git stash is somewhat whack, and I want to figure out why it's actually not and why I'm bad. I hope that I'm bad, basically. And simple HTTP sounds like a horrible idea to do on stream. So, thanks for watching. Huge thanks. Massive thanks. Humongous thanks. Hope you had fun,